a cultural hero or a role model or anything like that. You know, I don't want it to be the absolute last word in what the trendy style is.
Picture this. It's 1979 at the legendary Troubadour in Los Angeles. Backstage chaos erupts as a young assistant rushes in with breaking news. Linda Ronstadt has just stormed out of the green room again. The reason? She spotted his name on the schedule. Not hers, not the Eagles, his. For decades, she kept quiet about why. But now, Linda Ronstadt is finally lifting the curtain on the musicians she secretly despised. The ones who betrayed her trust, bruised her pride, and turned harmony into heartbreak. This is the untold story of Linda Ronstadt's 7 most hated musicians. Behind her calm grace and timeless voice was a woman navigating the stormy egos of the 1970s rock scene, a scene where friendships burned out faster than hit singles. And it all started with a man she helped make famous, Henley. In the early 70s, Henley was just Linda's drummer and backup singer. She gave him his shot. But when the Eagles soared to superstardom, Henley's humility didn't follow. By 1975, he was too big for his boots and for Linda's patience. After a heated argument backstage at the Universal Amphitheater, Henley insulted her music, saying she should stick to singing other people's songs. Linda didn't just walk away, she banned him from her tour. Behind the scenes, she called him a climber who lost his soul. The friendship was over. But Henley wasn't the only one who tested her grace. Years earlier, she crossed paths with the unpredictable frontman of The Doors, Jim Morrison. It was 1968, at a smoky afterparty near the Whiskey A Go-Go. Morrison, drunk on absinthe and chaos, pulled Linda on stage mid-performance. But what started as excitement turned into humiliation when he tried to kiss her and collapsed into her mic stand. The moment lived only in whispers, but it left a scar.
So people think they're getting an insight into it, but they're really not. They're getting an insight into something that's been fabricated in somebody's imagination that's sitting behind a typewriter somewhere, you know.
Later, Morrison mocked her in interviews, calling her sweet but spineless. Linda never forgave him, later calling Morrison a brilliant wreck who poisoned everything around him. Then came Neil Young, a clash not of egos, but of ideals. Both were outspoken, both activists. But when they performed together at a 1976 benefit concert for farm workers, sparks flew. Young dismissed her song choices as too commercial, even implying she wasn't cut out for protest music. Linda left the stage in tears and never shared one with him again. To her, Neil was the face of hypocrisy, preaching justice while practicing cruelty. But not all battles were fought on stage. In 1974, Linda tried collaborating with Frank Zappa, a meeting of 2 musical geniuses that ended in disaster. Zappa called her voice too sanitized, and during rehearsal, he stopped the band to announce, "This is what happens when you hand real music to a pop singer." Humiliated, Linda walked out and never looked back. Even friendships turned sour. David Crosby, once a close confidant, became another cautionary tale. During a 1978 session, Crosby refused to adjust a key for her vocals, insisting she adapt. What followed was a screaming match that ended their friendship for good. He later called her career manufactured, a jab that she answered with silence, but one she never forgot. And then came the new generation. In 1979, at a Cleveland festival, Elvis Costello mocked her on stage, calling her set background music for brunch. Linda confronted him backstage, but his drunken arrogance only deepened the wound. To her, Costello represented everything wrong with the next wave, clever, but cruel. Even Paul Simon, meticulous, intelligent, respected, couldn't escape her disappointment. Their brief attempt at collaboration in 1982 turned toxic. Simon's perfectionism became condescension, and Linda described the experience as being lectured by a principal. She never worked with him again. Through all these feuds, Linda Ronstadt remained composed, never feeding the tabloids, never taking the bait. But beneath her diplomacy was quiet fire, a woman who refused to let male-dominated rock define her worth. Her story isn't just about who she clashed with, it's about how she endured. Linda Ronstadt didn't just survive the egos of rock, she rose above them. She showed the world that standing firm isn't bitterness, it's legacy. This is StarLoop News, where the untold truths of Hollywood's legends come to light. Don't forget to hit that like button if you love a good rock and roll revelation. Subscribe for more hidden stories from the icons you thought you knew, and turn on the bell so you never miss a backstage secret.